Hey, meal prepping is such an important part of any weight loss strategy, but do you find that you just don't have the time to prep food for the week? Well, today I'm going to show you how quick, easy, and delicious it can be. Hey, welcome to the first episode of Meal Prep Made Easy. My goal with this series is to show you how easy and really delicious meal prepping can be that doesn't need to take a lot of your time. And the meal we're doing today is super easy. You don't need to do anything except cook everything in the oven. Just a little bit of prep, cook it in the oven, and you're done. What we're gonna make today is some pesto baked chicken with a side of roasted green beans and roasted baby carrots, and it's really delicious. So for your ingredients, all you need is some pesto, some extra virgin olive oil, salt, pepper, my green beans, baby rainbow carrots, and then of course the chicken. Now an important note about the chicken, or a few important notes about the chicken. I get thin sliced chicken. I feel like it stays juicier and it just tastes better. The flavor, like the flavor of the pesto that we're gonna use, it's just gonna get into the chicken better. It's gonna taste a lot better. Another important thing, obviously you want boneless, skinless chicken breast. That's gonna be lower in calories, less fat, more protein. But you have to also understand when you cook the chicken, the chicken's gonna lose about 25% of its weight. So if you're trying to eat 4 ounces of chicken, which we're trying to do today, each meal that we're gonna make is gonna have 4 ounces of chicken. If you buy a pound, which gives you four 4-ounce servings, you're really gonna end up with 4 3-ounce servings once you're done cooking. So you wanna buy a little more than that. So I bought 1.35 pounds, which when this is cooked, finished cooking, it will be just about a pound. Now it's not gonna be exact, but that's okay. It's gonna give us pretty close to 4 ounces per each serving. So that's really important. I don't think a lot of people think about that. They say, oh, I bought 4 ounces of chicken, and they cook it and they barely have any chicken left and they're starving. So those are our ingredients. And then all we need here for our, I guess, tools, you need some aluminum foil, you need a large bowl, a large mixing bowl like this, a tablespoon, and make sure you use an actual tablespoon. Don't grab a spoon out of your pantry. It's not accurate. Get an actual measuring tablespoon so you can accurately measure. That's really important. And then you need 2 baking sheets. So once you have all that, you're all set. Now before we start the prep, I recommend that you preheat the oven because you need to get the oven to 450 degrees. So go ahead and preheat your oven. Hit pause, preheat your oven. Come on back and we'll start prepping. All right, so I have my oven preheating to 450 degrees, and we're gonna start, while that's preheating, we're gonna start prepping the food. We're gonna start with the green beans and the carrots. Now, the nice thing about the green beans and the carrots is we can prep them the exact same way. So you wanna take your large mixing bowl, and you're gonna open the green beans, and you're just gonna dump them in, like so. Now don't put the carrots in yet because we wanna keep them separate on the baking sheet, and I'll explain why later on. And now we're gonna take 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're just gonna spread it around, and then one more. It doesn't have to be, don't worry about if it's not perfectly even because we're gonna be mixing it. And then from here, you wanna sprinkle not too much salt on it. So you'll see the salt coming down. You don't want them to be too salty. And then the pepper I like to go a little more generous on. I feel like it helps add a lot of flavor to the green beans, so I'll go pretty generous on the pepper. There you go. And then from here, you just want to mix it up like so that all the green beans, get coated with olive oil, salt, and pepper. Just mix it up a little bit. And then once we have that, set that right there for now. We're gonna aluminum foil on one of our baking sheets, and we're gonna lay out the green beans. And now you want to spread them out, but leave a little room. You want to kind of spread them out. You don't want them to be too much on top of each other. But leave about a third of the baking sheet available for the carrots, because now we're gonna do the same thing with the carrots. So we're going to put the carrots in here, and you don't need to add any more olive oil to this because there'll still be plenty of olive oil in there from the green beans. So get all all the carrots in there. Get in there, little carrot. This little baby carrot doesn't want to get in there. There we go. And then same thing. Mix them up. Make sure they get coated. You may want to add a little more salt and pepper, depending on how it looks. Again, don't overdo it on this. And just mix it up a little more. Make sure they all get coated. There we go. And now we're going to lay out the carrots on the other third of the baking sheet here, next to the green beans. Again, try to spread them out as best you can so they're not on top of each other too much. And that's how we prep the vegetables. So now, just like the vegetables, you want to put a layer of aluminum foil on the baking sheet. And then take out the chicken. Now be very aware you're handling raw chicken here. So, which is one reason why you want to do the vegetables first. You don't want to do it after you've touched raw chicken. But you are handling raw chicken here, so if you happen to, need to touch some other type of food, make sure you wash your hands first. Alright, so once you have the chicken laid out, we're gonna do add our pesto. And what we want is we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of pesto. We're gonna do 4 tablespoons total, which is a 1/4 cup, which is 200 calories. I happen to have 4 slices here. You may have more or less, but just, spread it out evenly as you can. So, just 1, 2, 3, and there's 4. Okay. So once you have the pesto, you want to spread it nicely on the chicken here. You want it to really coat the chicken, so when we bake it, every bite of chicken has pesto flavor. Because chicken by itself is pretty bland. So we're just going to spread it around here. Doesn't have to be perfect, but just try to get, as much as the chicken coated as you can here. If you have a little too much pesto on one, like if you have a piece that's bigger and a piece that's smaller, like I have here, you can always take some pesto off of one and add it to the other one. It's not ready to eat yet, Tank. He's right here. I'm sure you heard him. Not ready to eat yet, Tank. It's gotta get cooked. It's gotta get cooked. We don't want salmonella. So now that the food is all prepped, let's go over the cook time. So the green beans are gonna be in there 20 to 25 minutes. Now this one, I kind of eyeball. I go by how it looks. I want to see a little bit like the dark browning on the green beans. I feel like that makes them, a lot juicier and a lot tastier. But you can always do less or more depending on how you like your green beans. That's just how I like to cook them, and people I've cooked them for have always raved about how good they are, so that's how I do it. The roasted carrots are only going to be in there for 15 minutes, which is why they're separate, because they don't need to cook as long as the green beans. Now the chicken, I'm only going to do the chicken for 20 minutes. And I know some people are going to say, oh, that's not cooked long enough. But again, I have thin sliced chicken. We have a very high temperature. I prefer doing it this way because it makes the chicken juicier. If you want to be more careful, you can cook it for 25, even 30 minutes. But just be really careful, because if you cook it for too long, you're going to get really dry, not delicious chicken. So don't overdo it. And if you have a meat thermometer, that's even better, where you can really check the internal temperature and make sure you're safe. But I'm only going to do it for 20 minutes because I like juicier chicken. So again, 20 to 25 minutes on the green beans, depending on how you like it. 15 minutes on the carrots. 20 to 30 minutes on the chicken, depending on how risky you want to be or how safe you want to be. So now that the oven is preheated, let's put it in and get this done. just about done. When I check the carrots, or when I take the carrots out, I'm gonna also check the green beans to see how they're doing. I have a bowl here. I'm just gonna put the carrots in a bowl. So let's get these guys out. So green beans look okay, but probably another 5 minutes for those. Carrots are ready. Alright, so I got the carrots in the bowl here. So I'm going to cook the green beans and the chicken for another 5 minutes, and then we'll be done. Alright, so I just took the chicken and green beans out of the oven. They look amazing. I'm going to give you a closer look here so you can see. So there's the chicken, and there's the green beans, kind of how I like them, where they're just starting to turn a little black around the edges there, just barely. Again, the chicken. Everything looks amazing. I'm sure it's gonna taste amazing. From here, you just need to portion it out into 4 portions. So it's gonna make 4 portions. Regarding the chicken, if your chicken is close to the same size, if each piece is close to the same size, don't really stress about it. If you have 3 ounces of chicken one day and 5 ounces the next, that's still 8 ounces of chicken over 2 days. So don't stress about that. If you got 2 pieces of chicken or 1 huge piece of chicken, just try to cut it up into 4ths as best you can. Does not have to be exact. And then partition the green beans and the potatoes out into 4ths, into 4 separate Tupperwares. And now you have 4 meals for the week. Super easy, took very little time, very little effort, and it tastes great. So as you can see, I have it all rationed out into Tupperware. Looks delicious, looks amazing. I mean, beautiful color here, right? Looks very appetizing. Tank, cannot wait to try some. Sorry, buddy, none for you. But here you go, 4 days worth of lunches, low calorie, tastes amazing, super easy to make. I wouldn't store it in the fridge for more than 4 days. Once you cook chicken, you don't want to store it for more than 4 days just for safety reasons. But still, gives you 4 really easy lunches for the week, very little effort, and tastes amazing. Hey, Tank and I really hope you enjoyed the video. We hope you found it helpful. If you make it and you try the meal, please leave us a comment below. Let us know how it went, how the prep went, how it tasted. And if you liked the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. We really appreciate it. And please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We're giving you all sorts of amazing content to help you lose weight, get fit, be healthy, workout videos, meal prep ideas, things like this. So we really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. It's time to eat. Here, Tank, you want a carrot? Be gentle. Good boy. See you next time.